Get ready to uncover the truth behind the armor, because the hero you know may not be exactly what he seems, hiding a fragility that connects him to all of us in a surprising and unexpected way. Have you ever felt like an imposter, fearing that at any moment someone might discover that you are not as strong or brave as you appear? The journey of Knight Rusty explores exactly that fear, revealing that true strength is not in perfection, but in the courage to admit our flaws. Hey Grickers, subscribe with the bell activated. Originally released in 2013, the German animated film Knight Rusty transports us to the fantastic kingdom of Scrapland, a vibrant and creative world built entirely from scrap and repurposed parts. This production is based on a highly successful series of children's books in Europe, created by Jörg Hilbert and Felix Janosa, which had already captivated audiences with the adventures and misadventures of its metallic protagonist long before its big screen debut. The feature film aims to capture the comic and adventurous essence of the original work, presenting a narrative about honor, friendship, and overcoming challenges both external and internal. The central character, Knight Rusty, lives in a towering junkyard castle. He prides himself on his status and supposed heroic skills, though in reality he is quite presumptuous, somewhat clumsy, and not exactly the epitome of courage. He lives in the company of his loyal friends, the castle lady, Bo, a female figure much more ingenious and brave than he is, and Coax, a small pet dragon who, despite his size, has a loyal heart and a useful fire breath. The dynamic among the three is one of the story's pillars, with Bo's intelligence and Coax's loyalty frequently saving the day. Everything changes drastically when a Knights tournament is announced in the kingdom. Our protagonist, eager to prove his worth and win the competition, finds himself in a terrible situation. The engine of his mechanical horse, his most precious asset for the joust, is mysteriously stolen on the eve of the grand event. With no way to compete and the evidence pointing to him, he is publicly humiliated and accused of being a thief and a cheater. The king, disappointed, strips him of his knight title and banishes him from the kingdom, taking away everything he valued most, his honor and status. The true antagonist behind the whole plot is Prince Protz, a jealous and cunning noble who planned the theft to discredit our hero and take his place as the kingdom's greatest knight. While the protagonist is forced into exile, the prince begins implementing his nefarious plans to take control of Scrapland, using mechanical inventions and an army of robots to enforce his will. Knight Rusty's journey then becomes a quest not only to clear his name, but also to save his home from impending tyranny. The narrative develops with the protagonist, accompanied by Bo and Cox embarking on a dangerous adventure. During this journey, he is forced to confront his own weaknesses and the arrogance that blinded him. He meets various characters and faces multiple obstacles that test his limits. One of the most notable appearances is a spy robot who initially works for the villain but ends up involved in the trio's misadventures. Each encounter and challenge serves to show that true bravery is not in never being afraid, but in acting despite it. Along the way, the tin inventor realizes that he cannot do everything alone. Bo's appearances prove crucial. She deciphers riddles, fixes gadgets, and devises the smartest plans to get them out of trouble. Cox, with his unwavering loyalty, also has decisive moments. The main character's evolution is remarkable, transitioning from a selfish and vain knight to someone who learns to value and trust his friends, recognizing that the group's strength far surpasses his individual strength. The film's climax occurs when the trio returns to Scrapland for the final showdown against Prince Protz. The knight, now more humble and determined, uses cunning and teamwork instead of brute force. The participation of all the kingdom's inhabitants, inspired by the hero's newly discovered courage, is essential to defeating the prince's robot army. In the final battle, the truth about the stolen engine is revealed to everyone, exposing the villain's trickery and restoring our protagonist's honor. So, is Knight Rusty worth it? The answer depends on what you are looking for. For children, the animation is a feast, with colorful visuals, charismatic characters, and an adventure story with a positive moral about friendship and honesty. For a more mature audience, the film may seem simple, but its value lies in deconstructing the archetype of the perfect hero. Knight Rusty is flawed, fearful, and often incompetent, which makes him surprisingly human and relatable. The work teaches that true heroes are not those who never fail, but those who have the courage to rise, admit their mistakes, and fight for what is right with the help of those they love. The choice to focus on teamwork rather than individual heroism is the narrative's greatest asset. Now we want to know from you, what did you think of Knight Rusty's journey? Do you believe that true strength lies in perfection or in the ability to rely on friends? Leave your opinion in the comments below. We are eager to read what you think about this story of overcoming and friendship. If you enjoyed this detailed analysis, don't forget to leave your like to support our work and share this video with that friend who also loves a good animation. Your interaction is the fuel that drives us to continue bringing ever better content to all of you. Thanks.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret.